And now to the news in details. More than 48 hours after the unfortunate incident of a helicopter crash in the Port Harcourt area of Rivers State, the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau has said neither the debris of the chopper nor the three remaining persons have been found. In a statement on Saturday by the Director of Public Affairs and Family Assistance of the NSIB, Bimbo Oladeji, stated that as at 7:30 a.m. local time, rescue teams resumed search operations in line with global best practices, but left the scene same day without finding anything. According to the Bureau, the search area was expanded as part of our ongoing efforts to locate debris or signs of survivors. Recall that on the Thursday, a Sikorsky SK-76 helicopter operated by East Wind Aviation crashed on its way to the FPSO Nums Antan. There were 8 persons on board, 6 passengers and 2 crew members. The NSIB, which has commenced investigation of the incident, stated that rescue operations had continued to see the possibility of survivors. Nigerian Labour Congress has demanded an extensive probe into the East Wind Aviation helicopter crash into the Bonny River in Rivers State that killed 8 workers, including 2 crew members, on Thursday. The Congress, in a statement by its national president, Joe Ajaero, regretted the loss of the workers who were on the way to FPSO NUIM Antan off the coast of Calabar from Port Harcourt. Ajaero said the tragic loss had raised the need for the government to redouble its efforts in ensuring safety of workers. He said no worker should face death or injury as a consequence of simply doing their job. He further said while this tragic loss was labeled an accident, it underscores the critical need for reliable flight equipment, effective communication, and robust search and rescue capabilities. He called for a thorough probe of the circumstances leading to the loss. Advertising Practitioners Association of Port Harcourt's chapter held her 2024 2-day annual general meeting and conference in Port Harcourt with professionals and major stakeholders in the advert industry in attendance. The day one of the events featured a Sip and Bite interactive session with the theme Emerging Trends in Advertising and Marketing Communication Practices to address peculiar issues challenging the advertising industry and the state of the nation's economy. Addressing the occasion, the keynote speaker, Dr. Godswill Chinedu Chukwu, Vice Chairman, National Institute of Advertising, Rivers State Chapter, maintained that advertising professionals across the country must fully maximize the trends and digital evolutions in the execution of advertorial marketing strategies as it may.
As if you are the only customer they have. There is one thing about personal marketing. Personal marketing is a one-on-one marketing with your client, offering your client what they want. But then let's also note that it is not actually all products that you take on personal marketing, because if you do that, you may be running at a snail pace. And so in personal marketing, because it is a unique product, you mainly, all these are lifestyle stuff, you address the person one-on-one. You're able to know the person and know what they want. So as an advertiser, as a practitioner, you should be able to assess your client. There is an illustration I would always use for my students sometimes when I teach. I tell them that someone started a business, Lakazobo. I formed that word, Lakazobo. And it was selling. Now another person, DK, decided to start his own Lakazobo. But DK bought off all that I am producing. And when he did that, he would destroy it and was selling his own. Now to me, I'm in business, I mean, because I'm making sales.
Yes.
I'm selling off everything.
True.
So I'm in business. Now after some months or a year, he stopped buying off all that I'm producing. And only his own. And I noticed that I wasn't making any sales again. My product will go out and come back unsold. Now the question is, what went wrong? Where did I fail? Personal marketing. You will see Dangote Cement sales reps move around shops and they begin to ask questions. Where are you getting your cement from? And they give out umbrellas. You think that is their business? That is not the issue. They want to know where you are, your source of their product, and to know if it is real, because it can be rebagged. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
That product can be rebagged.
That's right.
So they need to find out. Now, as I realized that, oh, this was what my friend and brother did, I don't have the right to sue him. As if you are the only customer they have.
Meanwhile, Dr. Chinyere Igwe emphasized on the need for a strategic approach as well as the emerging trends and its impact on the advertising profession.
Strategy is the end thing. No matter what you do, you want to be strategic. Whether it's media, whether it's advertising, whether it's academia or politics, just like honorable commissioner, you must be strategic. Without strategy, you can't do anything. Without strategy, you cannot determine what you want, how to get it, and where to get it. But with strategic intent, you get things done and seamlessly it will flow. What the media used to get before, you don't get it again. The question now is, how do you address these challenges as a media owner? First, you must be focused. Focused communication. Let's look at focused communication. Focused communication. You must be focused. What do you want to communicate? Who do you want to reach? What is the purpose of your message? If a media do not determine that, you don't determine your demographics, the message you want to pass, if you don't determine this, you cannot get across. It means that media, the traditional media advertising approach is no longer working.
In an interview, the Commissioner for Information, Honorable Joe Johnson, emphasized on the need for more visibility and collaboration between the Advertising Council and advert operators in order to eliminate unethical practice.
It does appear to me that quite a number of quacks are in the practice, and if you are able to stamp your feet and show that you are physically present, people will begin to treat that sector with every atom of seriousness, because it's a very viable sector. It is actually going to help to bring eyeballs to the businesses that will throng the state in the next few months and weeks, that we are already focusing on trying to showcase. And who is showcasing? A showcase is an advertiser, you know, and then in the showcase it markets itself. So I would expect that if they show enough presence, show more commitment, Rivers State will be the place to watch.
State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has approved the immediate payment of a new minimum wage of 70,000 naira for state workers, with some employees receiving between 78,000 and 84,000 naira, depending on final calculations by government officials. The announcement followed a meeting at the Governor's Lodge in Amabia with labor leaders from across the state. Soludo also approved a 10,000 naira monthly cash award for all pensioners until a formal pension review takes place. Governor Soludo emphasized his administration's commitment to security, promising that the state, in days to come, shall take delivery of hundreds of security vehicles for the vigilante groups and other security agencies. He also encouraged workers to consider the contributory pension scheme to help secure their retirement. The Labour delegation included NLC Chairman Humphrey Nwafo, Trade Union Congress Chairman Chris Ogbonna, and JNC Chairman Edith Onwuka, alongside representatives from unions such as NUJ, JUSUN, NULGI, NUT, and NUP. NLC Chairman Nwafo expressed gratitude for the governor's worker-friendly stance, saying the approvals made negotiations smoother. He added that Soludo's donation of land for the NLC State Secretariat or Workers' House was unprecedented, as no governor had allocated such a space since Anambra's creation in 1991. Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, has mourned the untimely death of Ogene musician Chikezie Mba, popularly known as Igbo Ja, ordering a thorough investigation into the sad development. The youthful musician was reportedly shot by a police officer on his departure from the anti-cultism tactical squad, afterwards the police described as a friendly visit. Reacting to the development on Saturday, Mba took to his social media handles to condole with the deceased family, stressing that he had ordered a full investigation into the matter. Male police inspector serving in the anti-cultism tactical squad of the Enugu State Police Command has been arrested and detained for the alleged murder of a male traditional Ogene musician, Okezie Chikezie Mba, popularly known as Igbo Ja. A statement by the police public relations officer, Enugu State Command, State Headquarters, Enugu, DSP Daniel Ndukwe, said the musician was reportedly leaving the squad's headquarters after a friendly visit, when, for reasons yet to be ascertained, the police officer fired his rifle, hitting the victim. The incident occurred around 8:10 p.m. on October 25, 2024, at the tactical squad's headquarters. He was immediately rushed to the hospital, where he was confirmed dead by the attending doctor. His body has been deposited in the mortuary for preservation and autopsy. The Commissioner of Police, CP Kanayo Uzoebu, PSC, has ordered the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the state CID to conduct a full-scale investigation that will facilitate prompt and appropriate disciplinary actions against the police officer. The Commissioner empathized and consoled the victim's family, friends, and associates, describing the unfortunate incident as unacceptable. He assured that the police officer and anyone else found culpable will be sanctioned in line with the law to serve as a deterrent. CP Kanayo urged everyone connected to the victim to remain calm and cooperate with the police to ensure that justice is served. Enugu State government has taken swift action regarding the disturbing case of Mrs. Ada Obugu, who allegedly assaulted a stepson with a pestle, causing serious harm. Commissioner for Children, Gender Affairs and Social Development, Mrs. Ngozi Ene, announced on Saturday that Mrs. Obugu, a resident of Sunrise Estate in Emene, Enugu Metropolis, was arrested on Friday and is now in police custody. Ngozi said this decisive move demonstrates the state government's commitment to protecting its children and ensuring that such horrific incidents would not be tolerated, adding that Enugu State has a strong stance against child mistreatment, and this arrest sends a clear message that perpetrators will face consequences. She further stated that Governor Peter Amba has declared that no child should suffer abuse in any state under his watch. Hence, this administration has made examples of culprits, noting that this one will not be an exception after the police investigation. Ogun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has expressed surprise at the open brawl between the personnel of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps and the Nigerian Police Force. Speaking through a statement by spokesperson Olawale Rashid on Saturday in Osogbo, Adeleke revealed that he has convened a meeting of the State Security Council for next week to assess and take action on recent security developments in the state, including the open clash between some policemen and civil defense officials. The statement added that the council meeting is to receive briefings from the various security agencies as well as top state officials led by the Deputy Governor Kola Adeosi, who had intervened in the matter before its current escalation. ATN had reported on Friday that a clash occurred between personnel of both security agencies on Tuesday, October 22nd and Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024 at Elizabeth Estate, Osogbo. As a result,